Oh, are we going already? Okay. And off they go.
Speedrun.net gets an insane amount of traffic, so if it's slow, it's probably always on their end.
Okay, apparently I'm not allowed to switch to Switch's audio, so I guess we'll listen to Andy today. Never mind, no, I can't. Alright, so we're just going to be sucking up some ghosts, doing some ghost busting, and heading on through the first few rooms.
Gotta go through the first rooms to get to the other rooms.
Yeah, this game's just going through rooms, so you can get to the next room and then do that a whole bunch. And yeah, eventually we'll get somewhere. So yeah, you'll see they're doing some doubles here, because it's faster to suck up 2 ghosts at once than 2 separately.
And then once you go through these rooms, you go through some other rooms.
Yeah. After you've gone through all the rooms, that's when you get Dark Moon, and you play that instead.
Good luck getting a 3DS capture card, though.
Yeah, apparently they're like dying. You just can't get them anymore.
Yep, they were hard to get before, and now they're probably not any easier to get.
Alright, gonna be going on to some portrait ghosts now. Suck up these ghosts and then turn them into portraits.
Switch already has a considerable lead.
Yeah, I think Andy missed one of the doubles in wardrobe room, which is understandable. But also one of the big reasons is that Switch just has better suck-ups overall, from what I can tell. And getting good suck-ups is very important in this game, because like pretty much all the time you spend sucking up ghosts. Not really, but a lot of the time.
It adds
So if
up.
you can master those suck-ups, then you're golden.
But still pretty close. Oh. Andy got that annoying thing where like the rocking horse shakes and then you step back but it was just a moment too soon, so it completely resets the cycle and you have to go shake it again.
Yeah, in order to sort of activate Chauncey, you have to make the rocking horse go back and forth a few times, and after we do the rocking horse, we have to grab the ball, so you want to try to back up from the rocking horse as soon as we can, but sometimes you just go a little bit too early and miss the rocking horse.
It's fairly easy to do. To back up too early.
It's not a massive time loss, but something you want to avoid doing.
Good first cycle there. By Switch.
Yeah, this is the first boss fight, Ghost. And there are some interesting strats you want to do here in order to pick up the balls and shoot them back at Chauncey. So we'll see if they get them. And he just got the first ball catch pretty nicely. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Looks like Switch is losing a bunch of time.
Oh no.
So, Switch, I think he wasn't paying attention, he went for the wrong strat there or something, but he did not do the right thing.
This boss kind of like hypnotizes you. Like, I don't know. There's something about like the background and the way the bars all look. Sometimes I have a hard time telling like where like the right post to stand, and it's just, I don't know. This boss can mesmerize you.
Yeah, but with that, Switch is still in the lead.
Even with the 3 cycle.
Yeah, you want to, optimally you want to 2 cycle Chauncey, but, you know, sometimes that just doesn't happen, apparently.
Oh, we got a race now.
Yeah. Chauncey is one of the only ghosts in the game that you cannot 1 cycle, the only other one being King Boo. Alright, now we get to turn these ghosts back into portraits and hang them up in our gallery. Oh, Switch actually had low percent. Both of them did, okay. So at the end of each area, the game will count how much money you've collected, but if you didn't collect any money, it will just completely skip the money collecting, or money counting screen.
Can you explain what low percent is?
Yeah, so what I mean by low percent is that it just means they didn't pick up any money, so no coins, bills, bars, or pearls from the ghosts. And because they had no money, the game had no reason to show them how much money they had. So it only saves about a second, but it's a nice time save.
And if you complete the entire game that way, that's its own category. That's the best category, actually.
Okay, so Switch is coming up to the Ballroom Shy Guys, where he wants to be getting doubles on them. And it can be pretty tricky, because you have to pull off their masks, and then suck them up while they're sort of dancing around in circles. You can accidentally pull off the masks, and Switch actually missing the second double there. See if he can recover.
Just, he didn't quite line it up. You really gotta line up the Shy Guys, you can't paint them like the other ghosts, you really gotta like spike them.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can easily mess up. And looks like Andy missed a double as well.
Am I not gonna see an early release today?
Oh, we got one.
Okay.
Well, they both just grabbed that ghost at like exactly the same time. But again, Switch had a better suck-up, so he's back in the lead again. So what happened there is, for some reason, those 2 dancing ghosts can just randomly show their heart 10 seconds earlier. So Andy got the good RNG and Switch got the bad RNG, which saved Andy 10 seconds over Switch. Which is why they were suddenly in together again.
Synced up. However,
Yeah.
Switch got the execution.
Yeah. And what just happened there is that they sucked up a poster through the wall, so they don't have to do it after they press this button. Just saves a couple seconds. A lot of small time savers in this game, but they all add up over the course of the run.
Gah. And now the fun starts.
I wonder if anyone has actually counted how many boos come out of the floor there, if it actually adds up to 50.
Curious to know myself. It looks like 50. You know that Mario Party mini game where you have to like count how many bombs there are, like Goombas, and like it's like a 4-player. You just keep pressing a button up.
Yeah,
Do that on that cutscene.
that's a good idea. Just make its own game.
The game within the game, which we have right now, boo catching. So where is this boo? Is it in the right? Did you get the good RNG?
Nope. Alright, so Switch is going to go for this text skip here. Let's see if he gets it. And he does. So what happened is that he pulled off the tablecloth over halfway, and then he sucked up the boo, and then sucked up the tablecloth after sucking up the boo. And I think the game sort of says, oh, the last thing he sucked up was a tablecloth, so I don't need to show him the text. And so he skipped the text.
He sets that up on the closer side of the table. No, almost everyone else does it on the other side, so just interesting to see his setup.
So yeah, right now just collecting some boos in order to progress. And we could get all the boos in the Area 1 hallway, but because we have to go there later, we're not going to get those boos until we have to go back there anyway.
And we could go for a boo double here, but in a race, that's very risky.
Yeah, I believe Snap actually went for that in a race once, because Snap's insane, but
Yeah.
generally you don't want to. It's a terrible idea.
Which, of course, neither of them do. Just grab them regularly.
And now we get the toilet key.
Don't talk to Toad. It's not worth your time. And now the save and quit medallion skip trick.
Yes. The official name. So yeah, after Switch sucks up these ghosts, the chest with the fire medallion is going to spawn. And after you pick up the medallion, EGAD wants to tell you all about it, but we don't care, so we're going to do a trick where Switch is going to try to grab the boot and the medallion at the same time, and then do a save walk to skip the text.
Great RNG.
Alright, interesting setup, but it worked.
Yeah, can't believe that worked.
Yeah, it kind of auto-locked onto the heart, which almost messed him up, but he saved it.
He found a way to make it work, and there's a million ways to screw it up, so... As long as it works. Andy has a little bit of trouble. But he gets it as well.
Yeah, so doing that trick skips the medallion text, but another nice thing it does is it also resets the butler's walking cycle. So you see the butler is walking back and forth along this hallway, and doing the save and quit sort of resets his cycle, so he'll always be in a good position as long as you don't miss one of the candles like Switch did.
The butler's name is Shivers. He's very creepy. I mean, he literally creeps the hallways. So now the hat trick.
And Switch was nowhere near getting it.
But the intention was there. He left the hat there.
Yeah. Yeah, so what Switch was trying to do with the hat is, well, you'll see that when he lights up the room, the camera sort of pans over to the chest to show you that the chest has spawned. But if you pick up the hat while that camera panning animation is happening, then it will sort of override it and you won't have to watch the chest cutscene.
Just picking up the hat. It's like you kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, and you need to pick up the hat anyway, so...
Using the mouse hole to skip the text as well, that's just fundamental. It's elementary, Mini.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so the hidden room has an interesting quad you can get, but Andy is having some trouble with it. I believe Switch got
Just
the
use
quad.
the fire, dude. Gonna get punched again. Just use the fire. Like before, like all that. It's just a hard room once you've gotten. Once you screw it up, it's hard to recover that.
Yeah, the setup works beautifully if you do it right, and then as soon as something goes wrong, it all escalates.
Because when the ghosts get away, when they despawn, when you let them despawn, they respawn in a random spot. It's like every ghost spawns in the exact same spot, but if you let it get away, it'll respawn somewhere random in the room, which sometimes can actually screw you over pretty badly.
Yeah, for a long time I think the runners believed that all ghost spawns were completely random, but the first time a ghost spawns into the room it's always in a set position, so we can make very accurate setups for doubles and triples.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Andy got that unfortunate RNG where the boo ball spawns in front of the door and then he had to move it to get it out of the way. He actually couldn't open that door unless he moved that boo ball. It's like a glitch or whatever. It's not really. It's like, I guess it's a mechanic, but like, if there was a ball in front of a door, you think you could open it? So, I don't know, it's a glitch.
This is a very heavy ball.
It's a medicine ball.
Yeah, Shivers has been doing his workouts in the laundry room.
So that's something that just always annoys me, so I noticed that happened. That's just unfortunate. Now we just gotta go kill Bogmire. Oh. Where is this boo?
Andy making an interesting decision there, but it favoured him.
Yeah.
And walked all the way to the left side and then decided to turn around.
Right. It's a wide room, so don't find him right away. Things can start to snowball.
Where a boost spawns is completely random, so in bigger rooms it can be a massive pain if it's on the other side. Pretty clean graveyard double from Switch. Alright, so Switch is now onto the Area 2 boss, Bogmire, and it is possible to one-cycle him, but he can be a bit tricky sometimes. He likes to drag you around if you lose control. But he gets the one cycle without much problem. Hopefully Andy can follow in his footsteps. No, Boston died.
Something to note is that Andy's at 64 HP, and Nintendo released a console called the Nintendo 64. So it always makes me happy when I see that number.
Unfortunately, Andy just barely missing the one cycle on Bogmire. If you look in chat, you'll see that Switchmaster's username has a 64 at the end of it.
Well, this race isn't completely out of hand. I mean, it's Luigi's mansion. Anything can happen. But Andy's gotta do that. I think both runners want to win.
So now Switch is going to shoot some water at the ceiling, just because he feels like it.
Can't have dirty ceilings.
And now he's going to go upside down to make the ceiling dirty.
Does Switch go for the tech skip?
Let's see.
No. I think Minnie's mom just knocked on the door. Honey, you're coming out for dinner. I'm doing commentary, Mom. Oh no, son. Is that Luigi's mansion? I thought you stopped playing that game when you were a child. It's okay. I'll keep you company. That's good RNG right there for Switch. Having the booby right there. Andy could get the tech skip, save some time here, but it is not easy. There's a reason you're not going to see these runners going for it. You have to play flawlessly. So, double here, double there. You could get a triple. Will he go for the triple? That was a very nice setup on that triple. Find was on point as well. Yeah, I have noticed this red line appear on Switchmaster's stream a couple times, so that might be the recording software. I'm not sure. That's something that will have to be reviewed at the Luigi Mansion Council Out of Bounds Tournament Summit later this year. Moonshot is so easy. If you miss it, just know it's easy. Unfortunate for Andy here, this Boo getting away. But he did Petunia's. Yeah, he already did Petunia's room. So either way, he'd be able to go in the next room and catch the Boo. So is what it is. You just pick up yourself and move on. Sometimes in races and in life, it's not about what happened. It's how you respond. If you just keep responding well and like trying to mitigate your mistakes, then I feel like you'll put yourself in a good mindset for racing. Because you can't go back, you can't reset. This isn't some gentleman's, dude. This is a tournament. Oh man, I wanted Andy to get that triple so bad. I'm happy he went for it. Let's all give Andy a round of applause for doing what I have never even attempted in 7 years. Screw that. It looks pretty hard to set up. So we got some hallway RNG to worry about. Now the Van Gore-Tex is in play as well for Switchmaster. Could get Van Gore-Tex the whole way. I don't think the RNG actually works like that though. Like it might, but like you get Van Gore-Tex, but you shouldn't get it like several times in a row. Like right there, he did not. That was, I mean, the text is the text. You know, it's like you have no control over it. It's almost like, you know, when you're running, you never really like. There's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing you can do to change it. So it's like you just accept it. It isn't like the blue RNG. Hey, welcome back, Minnie.
Doing some Luigi's Mansion, I see.
Yes. Switch still with the commanding lead. He's pretty good at this game.
Yeah, he is. Surprisingly.
Tech skip coming up. Easy tech skip.
Oh boy, I love tech skips. Let's see if Switch loves it as much as I do. He does.
Yes. Yeah, the tech skips wake you up. They remind you that you're doing a speed run.
Switch is actually having a pretty good run here, aside from Freecycle Chauncey.
He missed a ghost in the projector room, but aside from that, I haven't seen too many hangups. Besides Chauncey, of course.
So now Switch is gonna press some buttons for a bunch of seconds.
Yeah, you're assaulting the triangles, so you just don't want to see those triangles on the text box. The upside down Illuminati symbol.
Yeah, this is no triangle percent. If there's a triangle on your screen at any point, your run is invalid.
Don't forget the ice.
Andy getting the boo ball cam.
Yes, I
Important trick.
love that. I love when it just eclipses the entire screen. Can't see anything.
Yeah. He also had the plant as well. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, that was a little odd. It painted a nice picture though. Safari room. Was good.
Yes, Safari has an interesting double where you push the green guy into the blue guy.
The garbage can ghost into the... I think they're called like white flashes or something. They have a weird name.
Yeah, the normal ones are called twirlers, I think. But
Yeah, blue twirlers, but those are like white flashes or some
yeah,
nonsense.
I didn't know they had different names until I played the remake. It's like red blazes or something is the other one, or white. I don't even know.
There's so many names for things in this game. I can't keep track of all of it. I also play on Japanese and not casually, so I'm surprised by things sometimes. Like the other day, if you go back into the well, there's another cutscene. Like I totally either I didn't know about that or I've forgotten about that. Because you always just walk right back out of the well and grab the key. But if you go back, there's another cutscene. Like Luigi will like reach out to Mario again.
Oh, just like the same cutscene again.
Yeah, it's shorter. He doesn't look around the room. He just looks right at Mario and is like, does the same thing with the vacuum on his back. Yeah.
I feel like I did know that, but I haven't seen it or heard anything about it in ages.
It's one of those, if you speedrun the game only, you would never know about it.
Yeah. So Switch is having a very bad boot losses right now. 4 boots left again, that's not very good. But I believe he should be able to get the 2-cycle. Or maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, he's got it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he's lucky that boo.
Very slow 2-cycle though.
Yeah, oh my god. It is what it is. It's the worst boss in the game.
Yeah.
He did it though.
You can get pretty consistent at boot losses, but there's always a chance that you mess something up or get bad RNG, but it's usually messing something up instead of bad RNG.
It's the most punishing boss.
Yeah, for sure.
And then what?
Like Quagmire sucks, but it doesn't lose that much time.
No, it's not that bad. And then it's like a tie between Chauncey and Bowser, but honestly Bowser's worse because it's the end of the run. I mean, no one's really keeping a run where they free cycle Chauncey anyway. But I feel like there's a little more nuance to Chauncey's fight than King Boo. King Boo is actually straightforward. It's just hard. I think. You're just catching a normal. It's just a Boo that has a lot of HP that you pump slightly differently to get him to.
Yeah, there are some weird things like how the auto lock works differently in different cycles, but for the most part, it's just like the same techniques that you've been using the whole run.
Yeah, well, the auto lock doesn't work immediately in the first cycle, and in the second cycle, you actually see Luigi auto lock before King Boo becomes vulnerable.
Yeah, we'll talk about King Boo more when we get there. For now, just walking up some stairs, walking through some hallways, you know, all the fun things. This is why we speedrun this game.
Switching the sidestep. Just for this part, not for the entire run like Death Dodging.
Oh no, the power has gone out. We gotta fix it. Also, Andy's doing losses. Let's see how he does.
Sketchy. Sketchers, it's the S.
He almost pulls off the 1 cycle, but just barely misses that last ghost. This Boo is not being nice to him today.
Very uncooperative.
And Switch getting instant Grimly. So Grimly will wait a random amount of time before he shows his heart, and it can lose a lot of time, but Switch got it instant there, which is the best RNG possible.
You got the instant oatmeal Grimly.
Yeah. It's very rare that it takes more than like 8 seconds, but it happens.
It's epic when it does.
Yeah. Could this be the Grimly world record?
Yeah.
That starts going through my mind anytime it's more than like 2 seconds.
This is the run. So, rough area 3 for Andy. But he made it to area 4.
Still in one
Quattro.
piece.
Oh my god, is he gonna get this? Those are some clean pumps, but I don't have the audio, so I'm assuming there was a lot of double cackles in that.
Those were very clean until he let him leave.
He was reeling that boo hard. I don't even know how you do that.
Yeah, I've never really practiced that strat. I've gone the one cycle like once before.
2 HP. I'm waiting for the day.
Yeah, someday. Yeah, so Switch went for Breakaboo there, which normally you wouldn't go for in runs, because, as you saw, it isn't too easy to one-cycle that boo. So normally we get Vanguard Boo instead, but technically Breakaboo saves about 8 seconds, so some top runners will go for him instead of Vanguard Boo. And Switch isn't even going to check if he's gone back to Breaker.
Mario! Mario!
And a blackout for Andy. A live Grimly world record attempt.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is the Grimly tournament.
Yeah, just get to Grimly, see how long it is, and you just end the race right there.
Whoever gets the longest Grimly goes on.
Yeah, or I guess, I don't know, make a save. Just make a save right here, and then start the race when, I don't know, you're 2 rooms away or something.
Yeah. If you both get instant Grimly, then the world implodes. Looks like Andy forgot where to go for a second.
I'm not gonna say that's never happened to me. I do it all the time. Careless mistakes, because that's what happens. You just think you're in a different. You just think you're in a different spot because you just stop paying attention for like 1 moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever done it in that specific spot, but definitely like going to Clairvoyant's room before you get storage and boring booth.
That's why things like not getting a boo or something like will screw you up because you're used to seeing like a certain boo count when you go in and through places, but you're warping to the front of the mansion so much. Like it's pretty like I feel like it's pretty easy to just start wandering the wrong direction if you're not like always thinking ahead.
Yeah.
It's not a very big game. It's not linear either at all. Except in like the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's linear, but not in terms of like where you have to go.
If I wasn't telling my buddy to go where to go the other week when he was beating this game blind on the normal mansion, it would have not taken 6 hours. It would have taken like days.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend actually came to my house and played once, and he couldn't even find out where to go in the first room.
I just had to tell him. Like I guide him a little bit. Ooh, is Andy gonna get this? You gotta walk. You gotta walk him first. Waka flocka.
There's no way.
It's so hard. I mean, then that's like an understatement. It's like,
Yeah, like, you can't stress how difficult Breakaway one cycle is. It's probably the single hardest trick in this run. To my understanding, at least.
except for the King Boo crown theft.
Yeah. You definitely won't do that.
Which is a really hard trick, but actually isn't in this run. Not in any run.
It would be an A
Oh,
rank
1
zone,
HP?
it's not. Yeah, that 1 HP was unfortunate.
The boos are so quick. That's the thing that makes them so tricky. Is like every other ghost in this game is like pretty slow. Honestly, even the stuff that's supposed to be fast, like the green Clockwork Soldier and some of the other ghosts, they're pretty slow. Like, but the boos are fast. The boos are quick.
Yeah. Every boo has slightly different AI, so some boos are really fast, some are slow, some have more HP, obviously.
Yeah, some are the pipe room boo.
Yeah. If you ever played the PAL Hidden Mansion, then some boos will literally leave the room in like a quarter of a second if you don't instantly grab onto them.
I forgot they were harder in the PAL version.
Yeah, PAL is absolutely insane. Like, Clockwork Boo has 50 HP, but I, like, 7 cycled him before.
What?
Like, he literally
I've never
leaves.
played with the PAL version.
Like, some of the boos are just insane. The very first boo in the whole game has 150 HP and moves really quickly. So yeah, PAL is a very nice challenge if you're used to playing this one.
Someday, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't actually have my PAL copy anymore. It's very sad.
Yeah, you're in PAL land.
I am.
The land of PALs.
Yeah, we're all pals here. Yeah, the very first boo in PAL is faster than any boo in the normal game.
Good ice storage? Yeah. Recovered that. That boo was definitely getting out of there.
Yeah,
He was like, my Uber's here.
I'm surprised he one-cycled that. I think he actually could have done the last pump, because I didn't hear any double cackles. But he still got the one-cycle, so what does it matter?
Mario!
There is also a timer. Even if you don't double cackle them, there's just only so much time they stay in the room. Before they flee. Andy's struggling a little bit with Army Room, but Army Room is really annoying. There's a lot of moving parts. Literally, figuratively, metaphorically, spiritually.
Andy managing to open that chest from the right side.
I like it. Long distance open. The vacuum has a very long range. It's much longer than than it appears. It's obviously more effective closer, but it does have an activation range that is quite long.
Yeah. Switch, try and get some triples here. Missing the Shy Guys one.
Hate to see that Boo go back into the hallway too for Andy. Like,
oh yeah, that is pretty rough. That's probably one of the worst places you could lose a Boo.
well, something like this happened to Death Johnson in his race. It's not a big deal because you can just save and quit, so it's not like you gotta go wander around and find a mirror or something. You just save and quit.
So Switch has just got one more Boo to get, and then we're at the end of the game after that.
But Andy's going for the backup.
Oh, I see.
Backup of backups. Right now we're gonna see how thick Luigi truly is. See how the whole mansion shakes?
Yeah, that thing we said about safe warping. Just forget it. Use the mirror instead.
I like it. Old school. Even though it probably would have been, whatever. Just go to the sealed room. Why not? You could walk back to the armory room.
Yeah, you could.
But what fun is that?
Oh, that's right. He still has to get Stellar Boo as well. That's why he didn't save what. 1 HP.
Fair enough.
And now the runners are synced up.
Yeah. Because what happens if you save and quit?
If you save and quit, all the Boos will go back to where they were before. And have full HP.
At Flavy. So, by not saving and quitting, he also gave himself the advantage of not having to lose that Boo again. Just 1 HP.
Yeah. It definitely would have been faster to just get him from 100 HP, but, you know, if it saves him losing the Boo again, then fair enough.
Safety first.
Alright, Switchmaster heading on to the final fight. You never know what could happen. You might get crown theft, like, 4 times.
I really hope he gets crown theft 4 times. That would just be, that would blow this race wide open.
Right, Andy getting pipe Boo question mark? Oh no, he wants to get break it Boo, I think.
This guy's not gonna leave this room. You gotta like tell him to leave. Yeah, this is quite the unfortunate situation. So the problem is what, Minnie?
The problem is that pipe Boo is really slow.
And if there's a Boo in the room, you can't spawn another one.
Yeah, that is true. There can only be, well, there can be many.
There can be
Boos
2 in the
once.
same room, but you have to coax them into the same room. You can't spawn it. There's maybe some situation where you get like hit 2 like really quickly, or I don't know, like, but it's not something that's very likely to happen.
Snap has a video on his YouTube of a Boo quad, which must have been a pain in the ass to set up, but it exists. Anyway, Switch is doing King Boo. That was a good first cycle.
Was.
We'll see if he can close it off.
Can he seal the deal?
That ice ball was very close to
Oh
hitting
my
him.
god, it was. Good
He is
lord.
done. GG Switch.
That's it. Very well done. I'm always impressed by any run that's under an hour.
Yeah, very respectable time. Switch cannot join us for an interview, but it was good to have you racing. GG Switch.
I'm sure what he would say would be like, I think I played pretty well. I was on PB pace at this time. It was fun. Interviews are all the same, right? Like,
yeah. He was on PB pace until Chauncey.
yeah, yeah. For sure. Can't recycle Chauncey.
Right,
He
so
still
Andy,
recycled Chauncey and got a 59 though, which is like,
yeah, that's good.
that makes me feel like I should get a 59. Let's
You
go.
should get a 59.
Let's go get a 59 real quick.
I should get a 59 in normal mansion.
Booting up the GameCube. All right, home stretch here for Andy.
Everyone can have 59s.
It is within everybody in the world that has a way to operate a GameCube controller and a mind to get a 59.
Yeah. We were born with the ability to 59.
Notice I didn't even say hands. Like, you don't even need hands. There's people that don't have like limbs that hard play video games better than you do.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't get a 59.
I'm not too sure about that, but sure.
So
You can try your best, and that's all we ever ask for. Unless you have limbs, then you need to get 59.
I can play the GameCube controller with my elbow. Triggers are the problem.
Limbs.
I actually think it's really cool how there's a lot of custom support for like disabled players. There's like different like custom controllers and
Yeah.
games that have like special settings and things like that. Even little things like colorblind mode and stuff like that. There was a runner named Taz he's deaf, but he ran Luigi's Mansion. That is definitely a disadvantage in this game because the boos cackle around when they're when they're being caught. So it's the only way to know, unless you're really good at like understanding the visual of it, and when they move around. So
Yeah, when a boot switches place, it will make a cackling noise. So you can use that to your advantage to help you find the boost. But if you can't hear it, then you won't know the switch unless you can read it on the radar.
we got lads playing the whole game in sidestep. That's
Yeah, that's basically a disability.
so. What are we're looking at?
Oh yeah, it does not
Probably a
have to get this
high 105, 106. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't need that boo.
I'm surprised you remembered, to be honest. I definitely didn't.
The descent, the final descent in our race today. Do I have another race? I'm always signing up for races and then they get rescheduled like a million times. They're like, like usually it's fine. And that's just the nature of this, because you know it's it's human beings, cutting away time together to play a game online. Like it's this definitely takes a lot of planning, and so we definitely like appreciate the speed gaming and all that for helping us organize it.
Yeah, for sure. Also, looking at the schedule, apparently commentating Tuesday's races, Foop Johnson and Foop Johnson.
Yeah, good. He needs to do a solo. He was
That
asking
sounds
for
like the best commentary.
Foop Johnson. That's so funny. I remember seeing the submission and being like, "Oh, I thought he wanted to do a solo," and then it got accepted, and it's him again. You guys are cute. You know that.
You only need 40 boosts to beat the game.
Yeah. Oh. It's my cell phone.
Alright, now's the time. King Boo, whatever you want to call it. Booter. Alright, Switch going nice 2-cycle. This seems like AndieTheBirb. Not too great. He can get a 3-cycle still. It's all good. Oh dear.
It's
Never mind. No 3-cycle. I mean, maybe it's possible. We'll see. I highly doubt it'll go for a 2-cycle or 3-cycle at 271 HP.
so the idea is you want to keep him above 200 if you are going to go for any kind of. Yeah, he's gonna because once he goes under 200, Bowser puts his head on backwards and runs around like a fool.
Yeah. Similar to how Chauncey works. If you leave Chauncey above 50, then he'll do a faster cycle. Right, let's see if he'll get ice the third time.
Halfway dead, but not out. If this was English, he would be dead.
There we go.
Very good.
Possibly the first full cycle King Boo of the
Of the tourney.
I'm not sure though.
Hype.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Good race. GG to Switchmaster on winning that. Hello.
We are joined
Hello.
by Andy. Yay.
How's it going?
What's up, bro?
Not a whole lot. It was an interesting race.
That was an interesting race.
It was very interesting. I didn't get to practice much beforehand, and I wanted to do stupid stuff.
Yeah, we saw you went for Breakaboo. How do you think that went?
It went terrible. Better than it could have gone, though. Definitely could have
Nice.
been worse.
So that was a nice King Boo fight you had at the end there.
Yeah. I was happy I at least managed to do kind of quick 4-cycle. Could have been a fast 3, but I suck.
It was a fast 4-cycle. That's
Yeah.
all you can ask for, really.
Yeah. Well, I tried at least. Had
did.
some fun.
Yeah. You still got the losers bracket though, so could destroy some people in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Who will you be going against? Let me take a look.
Good question.
I have no idea yet. He'll be going against the winner of Jurga versus someone else.
Alright.
Switch will be going on to face the winner of Fi-Fi against Rhombus. So,
That'll be an
good
interesting
race.
match.
That's going on right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
I assume they're going to host that channel after we're done here.
Alright. Let's go ahead and end it.
Yeah, let's stop chit-chatting and go watch Fi-Fi.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything else you want to say about that run?
No. Was a no. Was okay. I could have done worse with how little practice I actually got to do.
Thanks for racing.
And thank you for commentating.
It was my pleasure. So that's going to do it for me, Boston Brew.
And me.
Minnie, it's been a pleasure.
It sure has.
Till next time,
So yeah.
there will be more races. So
Yeah, one
Next
going
time.
on right now.
it will be much fun.
So yeah, see ya.
Peace.
Later.